Welcome back to our podcast, The Showgirls, episode 32. It's May 30th, and we're here.
We're here. I feel a lot better. We didn't have an episode last week. I was supposed to record it with Avery because Carly was out of town, but time got away from me. But you guys, Memorial Weekend is what I needed.
It was everything. We just both really had good times.
Everything. It made me feel a little back to normal, and I had no worries. I did not think about work. I did not think about anything.
Me either. It was wonderful.
It was so good. You went to Colorado and stayed in a cabin. I went to a lake and stayed. I wouldn't really call it a cabin, but I just call it a cabin.
Yeah.
It was like a 1-bedroom mini house. Not like a tiny house, but like a mini house that was an Airbnb on someone's property. And I was just telling Carly this, but we were like, oh, maybe we should.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like a mini house on their main property. And the door that they use as their front door was like maybe 40 feet from our front door.
And
I'm like one of those people that's like, if I stay at an Airbnb, I don't even want to see the host ever. I don't even want to check in. I want one of those seamless things where I just type in the number and I never have to see them.
Yeah.
And she was very hands-on. Like, she even texted me and was like, okay, we can talk about that when I see you later. And I was like, oh God, she's going to see me later.
No way.
Yes. And this is a long story, so I'll shorten it because I'm so long-winded. So the Airbnb said 3 guests, and it was supposed to be 3. Me, Avery, Connor. Well, like a week before we went, Avery was like, can I bring my friend Haley? She hasn't been working. She's been like social distancing, quarantining with her family, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. Well, it was Airbnb, and I was like, I'm never going to see the host. Like, who cares? I'll just bring an extra person. So I bring the extra person, and right when we get there on the fridge is like a list of rules, and it said, only 3 people. If you bring a 4th person, there'll be a charge. And I was like, okay.
Why?
Yeah, well, this is why she told me later. So I was like, okay, I'll just tell her, because they have cameras, not in the Airbnb, but around their house. Like, there's one pointed right at the door. Yes. Dang. So I was like, okay. So I just texted her and told her. Well, the reason she put 3 was, I'm not a plumber, but Connor is. They just put in a new, I don't want to say sump pump because I don't think that's right, but basically a septic tank. A what?
A septic tank?
Yeah, but he used a different word. They put in a new one that, like, when it rains, rain gets in it, and then you can't flush or use anything. So, yes. Guess what it did Memorial Weekend every night?
Rained.
Yes. Also, guess who started her period while we were there and couldn't flush anything? There's just blood everywhere.
Stop.
Yes, dude. That part was so bad. But she felt so bad that stuff was happening that she not only didn't charge us for the extra person or anything, she also let us use her other golf cart for free, and she usually rents it to people.
Yes.
And we freaking took advantage, bro. We were ripping down those roads in that golf cart. Like, we were, honestly, Connor and I were a little drunk one time. Like, we should not have been driving that golf cart. We were like, it's country roads, so it's not like the highway, but we were drunk as hell, like going through potholes and like all kinds of stuff. So
I think I know somebody that got pulled over driving a golf cart at Eufaula.
Who was it?
I can't say because I don't know if they want me to tell, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
Also, if you're watching on YouTube, Chester just made an appearance. Her tail is literally by my head. She's being annoying.
Hey, Chester.
Hello. Yeah, so that was my Memorial Weekend. Really fun. Connor thinks he broke his back.
Whose boat did you go on?
Oh my gosh, my cat just knocked over my microphone. Girl, TJ bought a boat. My dad, my father, who is literally so reckless, like doesn't have savings or anything. He not only bought a boat, Carly, he bought a boat that has like a cuddy, like a bedroom underneath.
No.
Yes. I said, how much was it? He wouldn't even tell me. I think it's because he's embarrassed because he's excited he has it, but it's so much money.
Oh, that is hilarious.
Yeah. Anyway, so that was my memorial. I didn't mean to take up so much time right when we started, but what about yours? Any stories?
No, it's only been a couple minutes.
Okay.
We went to Colorado. It was like the best freaking time of my life. It was so beautiful. The cabin we stayed at was like right in the mountains. It was a really long drive, but it was worth it.
Your pictures are premium.
The presets, dude. The presets.
Premium.
Everything about the presets. So the first day we got there and we literally fished and ate trout for dinner.
Wow,
like
that's
fish,
fresh.
caught the trout, like cleaned it, put it on the grill, put like butter and garlic and like spices in there, and then like grilled it.
Nice.
Didn't even have to go. We could just eat off the land the whole time, but we did go to the grocery store.
Yeah.
And it was so funny because like in Denver and like driving through the nicer towns, like everybody was wearing masks. Everybody was like being really careful. They had signs on the doors like you have to wear a mask. And then like in the really, really small town right next to where we were, like nobody was wearing masks.
That's
it was
how
just
it was
like
for us. Yeah. We still took ours, and like I was diligent because we were coming back to the city. I was like, we wore them in like gas stations and stuff if we had to run in, but like out and about at the lake, we didn't wear them.
Yeah, because you're already outside. But yeah, like gas stations and stuff, like we didn't even think, like, because we like started driving and we were just like ready to go. And then we were like, oh my God, we have to stop at gas stations and stuff. So like digging through our bags and like finding our gaiters that like go like this.
Yeah.
So we figured it out. But it was so fun. We like ATV'd, we went hiking, we met my friends there. We carved our name in aspen trees.
That's cool.
The weather was like, in the morning it was like 30 degrees, and then it would like warm up to like 65, 70, and then it would like cool off again at night. And it was just wonderful. We fed the chipmunks with our hands.
You did? I saw your video on the porch.
Yeah, that was Austin. He was holding a Frito, and the chipmunk came and grabbed the Frito.
Did you vlog for us or no?
I really tried. Like, I want to put together a video because I have tons of little videos. Yeah, I just need to actually put it all together.
Cool. That would be fun.
Yeah. So it was a great time.
That's awesome. I wish I would have vlogged now that I think about it, because I told you Connor wasn't even drunk. I don't know what he was doing, but he just like jumped off the boat in like 4-foot water. He was like hot, not thinking, hurt his back really bad. The chiropractor said like, thank God you're a huge guy, because otherwise you probably would have like severely broken your back or something. So we got an $800 bill out of the trip, but honestly, it was still so fun.
Is he feeling better or no? Yeah,
he's feeling way better.
Good.
And so in Oklahoma, if people are listening that aren't in Oklahoma, marijuana is legal for medical. So he bought some edibles.
Lit.
Yeah, to help for at night.
Great.
So, yeah. Anything else?
I wanted to ask about your new mattress.
So awesome. So awesome. A king bed is where it's at. Do you have a king?
Yeah.
Bro, I don't even have to touch Connor during the night.
It's amazing.
It is so amazing. And our bed in a box, we got it from Walmart for $411 with tax. So like good price for a king mattress.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And my grandparents gave us a free, because they were downgrading to a queen. I was like, why would you do that? A free king bed stand that the head of it raises. It is so awesome. We are like an old couple. We like get in our bed at night, raise it up, watch TV. Yes. I don't even know why. Like, I never thought a king would fit in that little room, but it's so perfect. Glad I got it.
Yeah.
It's perfect. Like, we don't do anything in there but lay anyways. Like, we just need room to walk to our side, you know?
Exactly. Exciting.
Yes. Oh, and I wanted to tell you, I did get the cremated palette for us.
Yeah.
Yes. No word on tracking, because you know, like California like still isn't working at capacity and stuff, but I have like an actual confirmation number, because you know how it was like previously. It's like scary, like, do I have a confirmation number, like what's going on? So we have a confirmation number. Now we wait.
Yeah. Yay. Thanks.
You're welcome. Okay, anything else?
What's the haps?
Yeah, what you got? I know one thing you're gonna, well, I probably know a bunch of things you're gonna talk about actually.
Phil Robertson, illegitimate child.
Yes, I didn't write that down, but
You texted me about it yesterday and I forgot about it till last night, and I like looked it up and read about it, and like everybody's being so like kind about it, and like his whole family is like supportive. It's like 45 years ago he had an affair and he has a daughter that he didn't know about, she didn't know about, and now they're all together. And Willie even posted like, so glad that I have found my sister.
Oh, they're like it's not like they read a letter or something and then they haven't met her yet. Like she's involved in their family now.
Yeah, like they posted a picture of all of them.
I need
Yeah.
to look it up. I don't follow them or anything. And I read too. So when I was in high school, like Duck, what was
Duck
it even?
Dynasty.
Dynasty was like it, right? Like Duck Dynasty, especially because we live in Oklahoma, like country.
They're in Louisiana, just so close.
Like people stop at the Duck Commander, Buck Commander sign all the time, you know? So I did watch their show, and I was reading the article too, and someone said, I guess it happened like before he was really like born again or something.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
not saying that's an excuse for having an affair at all, but
Right.
like if his family's understanding, then everyone else should be.
Like 45 years. Just give the guy a break, okay?
Yeah. Also, I didn't even realize he was old enough to have a 45-year-old daughter.
Yeah, Phil is the dad.
Oh my God, I'm thinking of the other one. Phil is the one with gray everything.
Yeah, Phil is the dad of Willie, Shep.
Willie is the one I'm confusing with.
No, it's Willie. Willie will be forever with Corey, okay?
Yes. Oh my gosh. I feel like that brings like more pizzazz to the... I was like, how old is he that he has a 45-year-old daughter? Why don't I ever read articles correctly? If you guys get your news from this podcast, I apologize. Always listen to Carly, not me.
So that was the first story.
Okay, I want to talk about Kylie Jenner.
Oh, I have that written down too.
Okay, so it came out, I guess, yesterday, which, not that we're going to talk about it because we aren't political at all, but there's huge things happening in the world right now, right? Like,
yeah,
in the US. So some of these are like really bad timing stories that I wish people would like maybe hold off on. So this is one from Forbes that I thought was so weird that they just like decided to push it out yesterday.
Like Kylie's not a billionaire anymore.
Yeah, like people are literally like dying and mass rioting, and Forbes is like, guess what, guys? She lied. So I guess I screenshot part of the article. So Forbes came out with an article, who, you know, Forbes keeps track of money, celebrities, everything like that, and said that her family and her company, basically, I'll just read this. In the deal's fine print, which is talking about the deal of Kylie Cosmetics being bought by Coty, C-O-T-Y.
Yep.
In the deal's fine print, a less flattering truth emerged. Filings released by publicly traded Coty over the past 6 months lay bare one of the family's best-kept secrets. Kylie's business is significantly smaller and less profitable than the family has spent years leading the cosmetics industry and media outlets, including Forbes, to believe. And that is straight from the Forbes article.
Yikes.
What do you think?
I mean, it really doesn't matter, you know? Like,
Yeah.
She is, like, really wealthy. If she's a billionaire, she's a billionaire. If not, she's not. But, like...
Yeah, like, what is... Like, is she shedding some tears because people think she doesn't... Like, you're still rich. You're so rich.
Yeah, and she even tweeted, like,
bigger
does
stuff.
This even matter?
Yeah, and I saw a funny tweet. You know that meme of Kris Jenner holding a gun? Someone said Kris Jenner after Forbes released this article. So, like, I just think it's weird timing. I don't know why they pushed it out yesterday, but fun fact, she's not a billionaire, I guess.
And until 6 months from now, when she's sold a ton of product, and then she is again. Like,
yeah, like it's probably teetering so close. Like, when you're almost a billionaire, what does
$1 million matter?
Yes, exactly. Like, so just, it was odd, but I just love that it takes guts to drag the Kardashian Jenners, right? Like, they're scary. They have big lawyers, and Forbes is just like, we don't care.
Yeah, they just put it out there. But it was in legal documents, so they could go find it themselves, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But if you
there's tons of relationship news. Like, when I was writing all of this down, I forgot about one of them.
Okay, let me hear. I wonder if I can... Actually, I only wrote down one, and it was one that you shared, so go at it.
Julianne Hough and Brooks Leach
Officially?
People were official. They're getting divorced.
Okay.
So that was like, a long time coming.
Yeah.
We knew they were separated, but like it's official. They're getting divorced.
Okay.
Cole Sprouse and Lily Reinhart.
I
Which
should have written that.
Should have, like, it's been, they've broken up, they're back together. They're broken up, back together. But like, it seems final during quarantine.
Yeah, like if you're choosing this time to break up with someone, it's like the final straw, I feel like.
Yep. Cassie and Colton posted yesterday that they have decided to not be together anymore. And they posted different things on their Instagram. So like she posted like we've broken up. And then like wrote like a big paragraph, and they decided to continue to stay friends but not be in a relationship anymore.
Dang.
So he's back in Colorado. She's in California with her family.
So it was just one of those where they posted and it's like amicable.
And people were kind of speculating because they haven't been together.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Sucks. And the last one that I forgot about, but is maybe the most important, is Scott Disick and Sylvia Richie.
I forgot to. Honestly, news the past, like, I guess it would be 2 weeks because we didn't record last week. There has been a lot, like, celebrity news. And I forgot about that. 3 years they were together. So how long were Julianne Hough and...
I think like 3 years. They were maybe married 3 years.
Gotcha. Dang, dude. These are like long-standing relationships that are breaking up. Like even at this point in 2020, Colton and Cassie had to have been together. How many seasons have we gone through? It's had to have been like over a year, 2 years?
Yeah. Because we had Hannah, and then we had Peter. No, we had Hannah Colton. Then we had...
another girl, right? No.
We had Colton. Hannah was on Colton's season. I was right the first time.
Yeah, because she was the beast or whatever.
Colton, Hannah, Peter. Now Claire. But Claire can't record, so The Bachelor is putting on... Did you see this promo?
No, tell me. Oh, God.
Greatest of all time. Every Monday night. Because now that Listen to Your Heart is over, they're doing Greatest of All Time. So they have like Caitlin Bristow, Jason Mesnick.
It'll be like clips.
Yeah, I think, unless they're picking whole episodes, but it has to be like them like doing clips of memorable moments of The Bachelor.
Okay, because they don't have anything to fill that Monday slot with.
Exactly.
Will you watch? I might.
Probably.
Because
you got to remember some good times.
Yeah, and I don't remember a lot. So I started watching Sean Lowe's season is where I really committed. Like I remember Emily Maynard a little, but I really committed at Sean's season. So it would be nice if they flashed back before then so I can get some really like long-standing people's backgrounds.
Oh yeah, they will. So that's coming on ABC.
Nice. Really quick, the reason I keep looking down is because Chester's laying in my lap and I'm petting her.
Oh my gosh. Hi, Chester. You're being so cute.
Literally never interested in me, only when I'm doing something important, you know? Life. Okay, any other relationships?
Nope.
Oh, did we want to talk about, so do you think the reason that Scott and Sophia broke up had something to do with like his mental health rehab?
They said that it did.
Okay.
I guess she made a statement that she's still continuing to help him through his tough times, but she said it just put too much of a strain on their relationship. And they are really far apart in age. It's like 15 years.
Yeah, and she's really, not that I don't think people can get like in a committed relationship really young and stuff, but like she's just so young, especially like a celebrity. Like I feel like the world is your oyster. Like not saying go date everyone or anything. You're just so free, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
So she can go live her life.
So I'm just counting down the days till him and Courtney are back together and she's pregnant.
You think they're not going to get together?
She said she wants another baby.
Okay,
and who the heck else to have a baby with is Scott Disick.
She's a user, bro. She'll just have a baby with him and he'll think it's something for real and she'll be like, bye.
I know. I love him so much.
I do like him. I liked Flip It Like Disick too. I only watched maybe one episode on a plane one time, but I was like, okay, I like it.
Yeah, love you, Scott. Love you, Lord Disick.
Yes. I wish we saw more of him, but obviously he's like going through some shiz right now.
Yeah, totally.
One thing I wanted to point out, we talked about a little like, we're not political, we're not talking, this isn't really a political thing because like someone died. Like
totally.
Like someone is a murderer, someone died. So I don't know why I said political, But I guess we want to keep this happy, right? Like
we're upbeat. We're like, this is our getaway from reality.
Yes, like I love this hour of just being able to like talk about whatever I want. So this is kind of related to that, but it's also celebrity news, so that's why I wanted to bring it up.
Okay.
Did you see that Andy Cohen shared that Portia Williams from ATL was down in the riots in Atlanta?
I love her so much.
Yes, she's like, I love when anyone takes a stand, right? Like, but I feel like a lot of times celebrities, and of course Portia is a Black woman, but a lot of times celebrities like toe the line, right? They're so scared of like, I don't know, losing stardom or something.
Followers, yeah.
Yeah. No, girl. She is out there wearing a mask.
2 masks. She had 2 masks on.
Giving interviews, like literally getting dirty. And I just praise her for it. I just love her.
Yeah. What a good mom to little P.
Yeah, and I see why she's your favorite. You know, like she's just.
Thank you.
I saw it more too in the finale. She just like really brings it.
Yeah, she does.
I want to talk about something ATL related. Should I just ask you really quick?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know, have you watched the 3rd reunion that just played?
I watched it today.
Oh wow, perfect. It says that she got kicked out of a past reunion. What was that?
I was gonna look that up actually.
Oh, you didn't know either?
I want to say it might have been when she got divorced from Cordell, and like she just was mental, like not okay, and so they didn't want her to stay if she was being really emotional.
Gotcha. Okay, I was wondering about that because I don't know all the past drama, but I was like, dang, Portia, she's been through the ringer.
Oh, I know.
Also, the Morning Toast talked about this, but I have recently become obsessed with this. That Machine Gun Kelly song is so good.
You even texted me about it.
Bro, I listened to it on repeat. I'm kind of embarrassed, but also I love Connor to death. He's like the love of my life, right? If you guys want to know what kind of person I am, Machine Gun Kelly is my exact type, and Connor does not look like him at all. I hate you. You don't like Machine Gun Kelly?
No, I'm just like trying to like think of something that they're similar in, but I don't know enough about him to
literally nothing. Like I've always gone after like, okay, they're tall. They're both tall. I've always liked the tall, skinny but muscular. Okay. Not like the skinny, sick skinny.
Not Pete Davidson.
Yeah, like I want a muscle a little on them, which Machine Gun Kelly has. Tatted, a rapper, singer. This is my dream.
Connor likes music, even though if it's not the right music you like.
Yeah, Connor likes music. I love him so much. So if anyone is listening to this that is related to him, he used to listen. He doesn't anymore. I love him so much, but he's definitely not tatted. He's scared of needles.
I was going to say maybe he will get tattoos.
He's so scared of needles. He won't. I'm like, bro, I have 4 tattoos. Let's go. But anyway, so I've been listening to the song on repeat. Like, if I'm working and I really need to focus and I just want something to play in the background, I literally just go to YouTube and repeat it over and over.
Oh, wow, that's a dedication.
I'm getting his views up so high.
Yeah, you are.
Anyways, that was my last little thing I had.
Okay. Well, I can't find right now why Portia was told to leave, but we'll follow up on that.
Okay, cool. I need to start watching some back stuff. I'm loving Shahs.
Proud.
It's good. I don't like Reza though. I texted you and you didn't text me back.
It was Google Chat. It was a Google chat,
chatted you. You didn't text me back.
I just saw it when I pulled up my computer today. I don't. The person that I hate is Adam because he's making Reza choose. How far are you?
So I'm not that far, but obviously I can see where that's probably happening. So I literally just watched the episode where they're at the pool party and MJ. Oh, no. I started the next episode, but I had to stop watching it. So right after where Tommy like trashed their yard, which I was living for, by the way,
And he throws
just throwing it everywhere. Like what he was wrong. Yes.
Yeah.
But also he literally could have like smashed in your windows and stuff. He had a baseball bat.
I know. It's a bad situation all around.
Yeah.
But I want to know what your thoughts are after the season's over, because
Okay.
Reza does come to a conclusion that he was wrong.
Okay, that's what I'm wondering, because right now, definitely, like I said, I just am at that half episode of that, so I'm not even halfway through the season, I don't think. I'm definitely team MJ right now.
Yeah. And I think both of them obviously did something wrong.
Yeah.
And they will end up fessing up to it. But
Okay.
Reza went really down and both of them did. But Reza went down and dirty and like yelling at her at the pool party, saying
That
she
was
had
so embarrassing.
10 abortions, like posting her medical history on Instagram. Like,
that is so bad.
He was really not in a good place.
Yeah, and I kind of feel like, so I watched like maybe 4 or 5 episodes of season 1. I was trying to start from the beginning, and I definitely can tell, like, he's always been catty, but I feel like he's so different than just those episodes I saw.
Yeah.
So I am loving that, but that's what I'm watching.
Exciting. Love it. Who else do you like on the cast?
I actually really like Destiny. Like,
she's hilarious.
Yeah, and they're being so mean to her. Like, I don't think she would hurt a fly ever.
I know.
I don't like Gigi, honestly. Like, nah.
She brings something different to the show.
Yeah.
Before she was like really unwell and like fought everybody every show.
Yeah.
And then now she's like gone to anger management and is like trying to have a baby. So a storyline.
Also, I think Nima's cute. His teeth are just too white. Like, I didn't know there was such thing as too white of teeth, but he has it.
But that's Nima. I really like Mike. Do you not like Mike?
What? Not. I like said what, but then if you guys watch on YouTube, I was like, gross face, but then I was like, actually, it was like kombucha girl. I was like, what? Wait. Because I liked whenever they were fighting, he was like, he yelled at Adam and Reza and said, what are you doing talking to a woman like that? And I was like, yes, Mike, get them. But then, like, other times I'm like,
he's just a guy. He's a guy. He's dumb. But he, like, really has good intentions most of the time.
Yeah.
And I like his new girlfriend. Like, she's, like, really cute. And,
she's
like,
so familiar. Is she from something? Like,
I don't think so.
She looks so familiar. Every time I see her on the screen, I'm, like, trying to place her.
And Mike has really gone through it. Like, he lied. He cheated on his wife. Like, a lot of, like, he's grown so much. So maybe that's why I like him, because, like,
you saw all the
come up. Yeah.
For sure. Okay. Anything else before our first show? I guess those were shows, but you know.
Yeah. Should we just stay on Bravo and go Housewives?
Okay, yes. Does that mean we have 2 weeks to talk about, or we'll just talk about, like, what we remember?
We'll just talk about what we remember, because well, maybe, like,
it'll spring something.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's up? Do you want to talk about the Atlanta reunion? I don't think anything, like, I just loved all the cattiness, but I don't know if anything came out of it.
Yvonne came and Nene didn't. She shut her computer, and Yvonne came and said that Nene used her as a spy and that she lied and she didn't actually record anybody. So I think that was the only, like, new information that we got from the reunion. Everybody else was just, like, talking about stuff that we already knew about. Yeah. But, like, her coming on and telling the truth, and Nene wasn't there. And I think that they've signed on Tanya as a housewife.
I like Tanya.
But not Marlo. Marlo doesn't get a peach.
No, she doesn't. I told you, I think
it's Andy Cohen. He will never give her a peach.
I think that's what it is. He
doesn't even, like, address her directly. I kind of noticed it.
After I brought it up that one time? Yeah. Like, he has some deep-rooted stuff towards her, but he knows she brings something, so I think that's why he even just lets her stay on the show.
Yeah, but he was like, thanks, Tanya. Bye, guys. And didn't even, like, say bye to Marlo, and I was like, oh my God.
Yes, dude. I don't know. What was I gonna say about Atlanta? Oh, I wanted to talk about my favorite part of the 3-part reunion. It happened at part 2 when Candy said, so Nene and Candy got in a fight, and Nene was definitely calling her out on social media. It was like, no way she wasn't. And Nene said something like, you're irrelevant, I don't care about you, or something. And Candy was like, oh, God, I'm going to butcher it. But she said, like, you know me, bitch. You've been listening to my songs, bitch. Like, saying,
I'm
like,
in your head.
Yes, I'm in your head. And it was just such a stab in the face because everybody in the world knows TLC, no scrubs, and she freaking wrote that song. So I think that's what she was referencing. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like Candy's
Meaning
here to
you
stay.
try to be on these things that I've already been on. Like, you try to be famous, you try to be on TV shows. I'm already on TV shows. Like, you try to be me, you're not me. And I was like,
And I think that's why I told you. I told you from the beginning I thought Candy was my favorite, and I think she still is. And it just came out that she literally won Masked Singer. She excuse me, she was the night angel. So
yeah, I love her.
me too. I stand Candy.
Forever.
Okay, Beverly Hills.
Yes. So I don't understand why everybody wants to be Kyle's friend so bad. Like, why did they have an issue with her and Teddy having a close relationship? Like, what's so great about Kyle?
Yeah, and like I agree with what Teddy said. Like, I don't remember if this is on the preview for next week or if it was on the episode we just had. She's like, every time you guys are insulting Kyle, you're insulting me too. You're saying like, well, Teddy this, Teddy that. She's like, you're acting like I'm not here listening to this whole conversation. Like,
Yeah, she's there.
just leave them alone. I don't know what the big deal is. Like, when you have big friend groups, there's
going to be people that are closer.
yes, I literally have this all the time, like with my Disneyland Vegas friends and stuff. Like, Sarah and Jill are like besties from high school. Like, okay, that's fine. Like, why do I care?
Exactly. Like, why do they just all want to be friends with Kyle? Like, I just don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. And then you brought up the story. It wasn't on the show, but people think Lisa Rinna and her husband live in separate houses.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to like notice more, but I hope it's not true because like her and Harry Hamlin have been together forever.
Yeah, and I think I've obviously just started watching, but I like them together a lot. And people were saying because he said, well, I invited the girls over for dinner and they actually agreed, blah, blah, blah. I didn't catch it as he lived at a different house. I just thought, oh, his daughters don't live there because they're in their like 20s.
Yeah, I think that's probably what he meant. Unless
Yeah.
I missed something.
Yeah, people were trying to say he was inviting them over to like his own house, and I was like, what?
Weird.
Yeah. I don't remember what else happened.
Erica Jane forever and ever and ever and always.
Forever. And she's
Tom Girardi forever.
Bravo to that because I love that. Love it. And like she speaks so well. Like when they got in the fight, I don't even want to say fight, but like the scuffle at her house after the reading of the horoscopes, Kyle said something rude or someone said something rude and she straight up was like, you're in my house. Like she was so like eloquent and I was like, get them bitches.
Yeah, like she was Erica Girardi that night. Like
yes.
Her house was Erica Girardi for sure. And like Tom is just so cute. He was like telling about John Wayne and everybody was like so intently listening to him. And I was like, I love you.
Also, Kyle, I guess I don't follow any of them on Twitter, but now I'm like, maybe I should. I guess she was like dragging Garcelle's outfit that night. Bro, that outfit gave me life. Everything.
Kyle, like two of your other friends were wearing a pink jumpsuit dress too. So if you want to drag somebody, drag them too.
Yes. And Garcelle's pins in her hair and the boots. And it was just like.
Kyle, you've never worn pins in your hair?
I'm sure she has. And then the most recent episode, I don't even remember what happened. They went on a vacation.
Santa Barbara.
It was like a filler episode, didn't you think?
Yeah, but I noticed that like all the girls are like really tan and then Erica Jane is like really white, but just like flawless.
Yeah, she is flawless.
Love her forever.
Who is right, Denise or everyone else?
It's about nothing, literally.
Agree. Why do they keep talking about it?
Talking about it. She had her kids there. It was at her house. If she doesn't want you to talk about it, then don't talk about it.
Yes, and like, why is it going into the next episode? Like, I don't care if Denise Richards is like the #1 porn star in America or something. Like,
she doesn't want her kids to know.
Yes, leave her alone.
They already have to deal with their crazy dad bringing hookers around. Thanks, Lisa Rinna.
I was so shook that she brought that up, but Denise just answered it like flawlessly. But also, Lisa is that bitch. She is that bitch. She doesn't care.
Yeah, it was just a girls' trip, and they went to the ocean, and pretty much just talked about kids the whole time. Like, don't talk around my kids.
Yeah. Also, I love Erica Jane or Erica Girardi because her son is older and she doesn't have, I mean, so are Lisa's, but they're still around. So I just feel like Erica's everything. Like, she's not taking care of kids anymore. She's not doing anything. Like,
she's going to dance class and freaking killing it at dance class. Like, she was just like, she did it perfectly. She did the moves perfectly. She's like, oh no, I need to do it again. That wasn't good. And I was like, no.
Yeah. Flawless.
Love her.
Okay, New York City. What is happening?
It was a sister special, is what I wanted to call it, because they go down the girls' trip. Like, if you were invited on a trip, would you ask if your sister could come?
No.
So I think Leah's just thinking, like, I want to be with my sister. I want the girls to like my sister and meet her. Yeah. I don't think she's thinking this is Ramona's trip. I shouldn't ask her. That's rude. But I think the other ladies are thinking, like, this is our trip. You don't ask to bring somebody else to somebody's house. That's rude.
So would you invite your sister? You have actual sisters that are, like, not your age, but you hang out with your sisters.
I don't think so. I wouldn't invite her the day of the trip driving to the party.
And why would you? It seems like she already invited her before even talking to them, right? Like, that's weird.
Which, and I get that she's in her own room. Like, it's not really putting anybody else out.
Yeah.
But it's not just her trip. It's everybody else's trip too. Ramona should have never said yes in the first place. Once you say yes, you can't take it back.
No take backs.
And that was the whole problem. And these girls got too trashed at the freaking dinner, and they just triggered her. And then it just went off.
Triggered. Yes. And so I really relate to Leah, you guys. Like, Leah is me when I drink. Like, I know that sounds horrible, but, like, if I hit, like, that certain point, like, it's very tricky. It actually happened the Memorial weekend at the Airbnb. Okay. Like, just very teeter-totter. And when I hit that point, it's like all hell breaks loose. But for the drama that's coming out of this episode, it is ridiculous, because I guess Ramona's daughter is blasting Leah, and Ramona tweeted. Did you see Ramona's tweet?
No.
She said, oh my gosh, I have to find it because it's literally so insane. And I'm in a group about it. And sorry, talk about something really quick.
So I just don't like the way that they're talking to Leah, and everybody's, like, hating on Dorinda as well, because, like, she's been really judgy, but, like, you can tell she's going through something. Like, her house flooded. She broke up with her boyfriend. She's having to deal with her ex-husband stuff from the house.
His reunion, right? Or
and then, like, his birthday and his anniversary of him dying. So, like, nobody's giving her a break. And she's trying to stand up for the girls, and they're saying that she's been so mean to Tinsley, but she's standing up for Leah. But I don't think she's being mean to Tinsley. I think she's just trying to make her better.
I agree. Okay, so Ramona, someone, like, tweeted to Ramona, like a rando, and said, Ramona is one of the last ones to monitor anyone's drinking, with, like, the shrug emoji. And Ramona quote tweeted them and said, I am never drunk. I never slur my words, and I never fall down. I drink what is called responsibly.
Girl, no, you don't.
Everyone is dragging her because, like, it literally I haven't watched the past seasons, but I guess, like, she invented, like, this thing called turtle time, like, all this crazy stuff. Like, she's been drunk. So
she's so far removed from herself. It is horrible.
I agree.
Her and Sonia both need to like leave.
I agree. And I agree with what you said about Dorinda too. Like, I love Dorinda anyways, but I really loved her this episode. She's like, give the girl a break. Like, she called her to make sure she was fine, like, check on her. And then for, like, Ramona to say she was triggered because of, like, her childhood and stuff. Bro, how old are you?
63.
No.
Yes.
No, girl. You've had 63 years to get over this. No.
And Leah just yelling and flopping around on the ground is not triggering.
Triggered. It's because this is what it comes down to. I think Ramona wants to look like to everyone. She is so proper. She is so prim. Look, I'm so rich. I'm a housewife. This is me and my friends. So she gets so embarrassed when someone makes a scene, especially publicly.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Get over it. You're with the Real Housewives of New York, and none of them are housewives. So
Yeah. And they're writing you some checks, honey. So
goodbye, sister.
goodbye. Sister episode.
Okay. Do you want to go RuPaul?
Yeah, let's discuss. I'm happy, I think. So
Me too.
the finale was last night. And the week before, I don't know if you even watched it, it was like the reunion, and it was fine.
It was just kind of filler.
Yeah, like you didn't really need to watch the whole thing at all. It was just like fine. It was on Zoom. I did think they're doing, like, we're coming up with so much stuff in quarantine, like being able to do Zoom reunions and stuff is just like, okay, this is cool, kind of. So the final three, Gigi, Crystal, I almost forgot her name, Crystal and Jada. And I was really fine with either or any of them winning.
Me too.
It was finally a season where that's happened. Like, normally I'm very like, I want this person to win. Jada won. I thought it was going to be Gigi, though. Both of us kind of did, right?
Yeah. But was this filmed recently?
Yes, I want to say it was like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, I was thinking it was like less than a week ago, because Gigi's been dragged for so much on like just not being informed, and like being drag superstar, you have to be really like
Did you
proper.
see the tweet that started that?
Yeah.
I don't think I think it was a complete accident. She didn't know.
Me too.
So I was just like, no, Gigi. But someone else said that in the group. They said that because this season was so focused on, like, it was red, white, and RHOA or whatever, like that was the theme of the season. They couldn't pick a winner that was like politically removed.
Yeah. Which I get. And Jada did a really good job.
I did think she did a good job. And there was some tea, but so last year's winner, which obviously RuPaul is a Black man, but last year's winner, I guess, was the first Black winner in like 9 seasons or something.
Oh.
And so she kind of got flack about that. And so I was like, but Jada like really deserved it. Like, she did a great job.
Yeah.
So
amazing.
Yeah.
Her beat every time was perfect.
Yes. I love it when you use like beat or like clocked the house.
Clock it the house. I wish I would have like lip sung to that.
Yes. You would have died.
Dude, I'm like a bird. Can we just take a second for I wish I rewound it and watched it again.
Then you can find it on YouTube, bet. But yes, like I was shook. So did they like assign her that song, or did you get to pick?
I think she probably picked it, and it was like so good. Like the Mind of Crystal method, I think she's gonna go so far.
She was dressed as a piñata and it was cute. Like, what?
It's like taking drag to another level. Like, I don't even like, I consider her a drag queen, but like she's also just an entertainer.
Yeah, like oh my gosh, my voice is like doing something.
It's the LaCroix.
Honestly, she's an artiste, bro. An artiste.
And the like little bird wings, and she's stuck.
Yes. Like, okay, so she went first, obviously, and it showed that, and I was like, is everyone else's like this? Like, I'm so confused. And they were all so different.
And Austin never watches, ever.
I was shocked you said he did.
Last night, he was like kind of in and out of the kitchen, because I was like, I recorded it, we watched something else, and then I went back to it, and I was like fast forwarding. Mm-hmm. And he was like trying to go to bed, and then he would come back from the bedroom and stand there, and he was like, I can't not watch this. And then Gigi went on, and her outfit was everything, and then it was like a white outfit, and then she like jumped and it was a darker outfit, and I was like, oh,
and amazing. She drew that background.
Amazing.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, everyone in the final 3 had so much talent that I was just like shook.
And then Jada did her performance, and she had a fan blowing on her.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was so good. And it was a Sierra song, and she looked so flawless. Like you said, like she was beat.
Love it.
I loved it too. And people were kind of laughing though, because they were like, we sent our final queens the same stuff to make their final stage or whatever. And someone was like, all they sent was Party City streamers.
Yes.
Also, doesn't All Stars start soon? I need to Google it.
I think it's next week. I know. You're about to die.
RuPaul All Stars. I used to know 5. Right? Let me see.
Yes, season 5, All Stars.
Yeah, June 5th. That's next Friday. And payday for me. Woo woo.
Amaze.
I know. Okay. Anything? Nothing else on RuPaul. So what next? The challenge, maybe?
The challenge. 2 weeks, 3 whole hours.
And let me just say, so who did we not talk? Jordan. I do love him.
Why was it that challenge? And then he cried. I could cry right now. He was like, anybody with a disability continue to try because you could get where I've been, you know, like.
Yeah. And he's talked about before, like, okay, because I'm not gonna apologize for him. He is a dick, right? Yeah. But he's talked about before, he was like, the reason I am the way I am is because when I was younger, because he was born that way without his fingers, you know. He said, like, people always made fun of me. I had to be a hard shell, and I had to show that I'm not only as good as everyone that has all their fingers, but I'm better. Mm-hmm. So like, I understand him when he's a dick. And so yeah, when he cried and went home, and it sucks because it takes guts already to want to go in.
And his shoulder was completely separated. You could see it. It was hanging there. He could not even lift his arm up, and he still did it.
Yes. And I don't blame Fessy, because it was literally the name of the game.
Yeah.
But what I didn't like was when Fessy at the end said, it was like a confessional. He was like, yeah, everybody up there, they're thinking like, oh no, don't go against Fessy, but look what I did, blah blah. I was like, no offense, Jordan didn't have an arm, something. It's just like, I know Fessy's
holding on with one arm and then a wrist. Okay.
Yes. Like, I know Fessy's good and he probably can beat anyone, but I was like, Fessy, do you really want to say that right now?
Yeah. No.
So I don't know.
And then then there is a double elimination. They did double elimination, and
no, Jordan was in the double. So who was the other guy? Bear.
Yeah, Bear went home.
Which I was like, no offense, he's just like whatever to me.
And did they mention like that Kayla broke up with her boyfriend, or she was just cheating on him the whole time and like being with Bear?
I don't know, but I said that after the first time they kissed, like all of a sudden they were kissing more, and I was like, oh, so she's like committing to cheating. Like,
that's what I thought. I was like, maybe she called him and broke up with him. Like, I hope that's the case, but probably not.
I don't think it is, because they lived together, she said. So like, she probably didn't, because if she called and told him, hey, I cheated on you and I'm here, like, I want to break up with you, like, not saying he's a bad guy and would do anything, but she was probably scared like all of her shit would be on the side of the road.
Oh my gosh, true.
Yeah.
Wow.
So then the doubles that went home were Kayla
and Jenna.
Yeah.
Which I thought Jenna was going to win that. I thought she was like going for it and Anissa was going to go home, but Anissa pulled it out.
I definitely, downplay is not the word I'm looking for, but I definitely I like Anissa. I like what she brings, but I always expect her to lose.
Yeah. And Big T. Big T got so drunk and she went down and broke her, or like cut her foot on the chair. And then like they're having to like help her, and then she gets sent home. So that's another girl that's gone.
Yeah, and I was surprised they actually continued the double elimination after that. Like, I thought TJ was going to say, you lucked out. Only one of you is going to go home.
No, they got to get it down. I think there's a purge coming.
Excuse me, I burped. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you're right. So then, was that double elimination was the week before? Who just went home?
Jenna and Kayla.
I thought that was the week before.
No, it was a boys elimination. Fessy sent home Jordan.
2 separate episodes.
Bear went home. And then this week is, the girls.
Right. I was thinking it was the same or something. So I wanted to tell you about this challenge tea that I saw today. about Zach and Jimmy and Jenna and all this crazy stuff. Have you heard?
I kind of read through it, but I didn't read all the tweets.
Okay, basically Amanda, freckled ginger Amanda, tweeted something mocking.
Zach hates her so much.
They are enemies. They are mortal enemies. Tweeted something to annoy Zach. It wasn't even that bad. It was like hashtag finger banged. She was referencing a rumor that Jenna and Bruno. I know it's funny.
Oh my gosh, on the plane. Yes. Okay.
Yes. She was referencing that because she knew it would make Zach mad. Well, somewhere in the middle of it, I don't know where the line happened, Jimmy inserted herself, right? Like she does, because she does. She's a shit stirrer. Zach responds to Jimmy, and it is so bad, Carly. Oh God, I just need to find it because I've been commenting on it all day because I'm dedicated to all these groups I'm in. I told you guys I'm in a challenge group, a RuPaul's group, everything. Okay. He said, this is on Twitter. Hey, at JustJim24. I heard you crawled out of your semi-pro porn career to spew hate. Your opinion is meaningless to me, but maybe you'll be interested in mine, which is that Ryan would be ashamed of the person you've become.
No, he didn't.
That is the lowest thing I've ever heard in my life.
How dare him?
Yeah, and if for some reason someone listening is not like a challenge connoisseur, Ryan Knight was Jimmy's ex-boyfriend from the real world. He was also on a bunch of challenge seasons. He died of an overdose probably like 5 years now.
Yeah.
And like, even though they weren't together, like that was like the love of her life.
Horrible.
So I cannot believe he said that. I cannot believe that Jenna, this nice little angel baby, stayed
with him. Yeah, I know.
So I don't know, dude. He's just like too much for me, and I don't want him to come back on any seasons.
Mm-mm. But I just want to mention that I'm so glad that Fessy has a red skull. Casey has a red skull. I think Bailey and Swaggy are playing the game the right way for right now. You don't like them, but like they haven't even been in an elimination. Like they're playing the way that they need to play. I think Dee needs to leave. I think she needs to go. She's ruining everything. Think about this. If the first episode, Dee would have put in Tori instead of Jenny, this would have all been completely different. And now she put in Jenny, and then now she wants to go back on her word, and she's not her number one anymore. She just like said she was, but now she's not. No.
She is trash. I agree. Someone said, because I like Wes now, but Wes is like manipulator, shitster. Someone said like they think because Wes like quote unquote trained her, right? That was her first partner, was Wes back on War of the Worlds, that like she kind of got mentality like him, but she doesn't have the seasons or the wins or anything to back it up yet. Like, yes, she won a won, I think it was last season or the year before, but like the way she's playing the game, like, get her off my screen.
Yeah, it's horrible. It's so annoying. And he even tweeted and he said like, I know I created this monster and I'm not proud of her.
Yeah, like, and the way that Jenny is really nice. Like, Jenny's just kind of there to me. She's not like my favorite. I don't hate her. She's just like whatever. But for her to treat her like that, it was so unwarranted.
No, I so agree.
So, I love spoilers, and I Googled who they think won this. Do you want me to tell you?
No, you didn't.
I did. I couldn't not, dude. I just love spoilers.
No, I don't want to know.
Do you want to know one person?
Is there multiple winners?
Well, it gave me third place. I guess 2 people come in third place, 2 people come in second place, 2 people win. Do you want me to tell you someone it's not? What?
Corey?
I don't know. Do you want me to tell you?
I just love him so much. Like, Teen Mom has made me love him, dude.
Okay, pick one person to ask if they win or not. I'll tell you. Is that your person?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't win. Okay. Next week, we'll just narrow it down. I'm just kidding.
It's going to be over by the time that I keep guessing.
I know, but no, he doesn't win.
Dang, love him, though. Like, he tells Taylor he loves her, dude. Like,
and that's a big deal for him because he's been an F-boy forever.
Yeah. He's got a baby with her. They're together. He's such a good dad.
Picture. He looked at a picture of his kids or whatever before he possibly was going in.
Love him.
Okay, what else do we have to talk about?
We don't have an advice segment
Oh my
because
gosh, I had some, but I forgot to look it up. Do you want me to read one really fast if I can find it?
sure, we have a couple minutes left.
Okay, so just talk about something. Are you watching anything new?
Teen Mom is kind of crazy because Macy is with Taylor, obviously, and they have Bentley in wrestling. So she was facing some flack from the most recent episode that came on because they had him on a diet so he could make weight for his wrestling tournament.
Oh, wow.
And he was only allowed to eat 1,000 calories a day. And people are telling her, like, since he's like 11, it's stunting his growth. And so she was like in the news all week because they had him on a diet.
I feel like 1,000 calories. How many calories are kids supposed to eat though? Like even I'm a 26-year-old and I think I'm only supposed to be eating like 1,800. That's high, I think, for me.
Yeah, so I don't know. Like Ryan was even like on the episode, you know, saying like, "Oh, he's not even in high school yet. Just let him live." And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Okay, Ryan, look at where that took you, okay? Like your son is on a good path. He's competitive. He's going to the state championship for wrestling, so just chill out, everyone."
Okay, I found them. I got like 3 that I wanted, and I will do one each. Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
My sister, oh my gosh, I have to cough again. My sister continuously puts more effort into her job than her coworkers, one of whom is an old friend/acquaintance, and I don't think they reward her enough. She keeps up for the team because she is nervous it will fall back on her if she doesn't do the part of those that are lacking. It's frustrating because I know she deserves better, but jobs are not easy to come by, and I don't want her to lose it during the pandemic. Should I intrude and confront her coworker, who is also my acquaintance, behind my sister's back, or let it go? I know my sister will never do it on her own and won't let me do it if I tell her. That's hard.
I would say don't.
I would say don't either. Like, obviously, your sister is probably an adult. I'm assuming there's no ages, but your sister is probably an adult. So you definitely have to let her pick her own battles. I also don't think it's inappropriate, though, like if you're hanging out with the acquaintance, if you just ask her how work is going. Like,
Yeah, and maybe mention like, "Oh, I know that my sister does a lot of the work for the team. What's your point of view?"
yeah, and kind of get her side without saying like, my sister's doing everything and is so stressed, blah, blah, blah. So I don't think that would be inappropriate. And your sister also wouldn't be mad because you're just generally asking like how work is. But definitely, I would also be scared of making waves during the pandemic.
Yeah, but I would say if she's already a hard worker, it's going to pay off. Whether she stays there or she gets a new job, if you're the hardest worker on the team, they're going to notice.
Yes, 100%. I have a small story about that. So I started a new job, and I told you this, Carly. We had a round of layoffs, I guess 2 months ago now. Wow, that's crazy to say. And a woman that had actually worked for my company over 20 years got laid off because she became too lax. So like they will notice who the good workers are, and you just have to stay strong right now for sure.
And like you're the only person that's going to look out for you at your job. So if she feels like, I know you're her sister and you feel like she's being treated unfairly, but if it gets to the point where she needs to ask for either more money or more help, she will. But you just need to empower your sister rather than like going behind her back and talking to other people that she works with.
Yes, such a good point. Like empower her to take her own steps. Like she's an adult, but you can definitely not push her, but just be like, you know, you deserve this and blah, blah, blah. She'll need to do it on her own time, but definitely be her hype man.
Yes.
Wow, that was so good.
Good segment.
I need to screenshot these because I have them all together.
Okay. Awesome.
Next week.
Well, guys, if you need advice, message either of us on Instagram or the Showgirls Podcast on Instagram. And follow us at Biggie to Fitty, at Carly Corwin, at the Showgirls Podcast on Instagram, or email us. I check our email sometimes, so it's the Showgirls Podcast at gmail.com. And thanks for listening.
Yeah, thanks for listening. This is so weird, but I feel like we forgot a show. We didn't, right?
Vanderpump Rules, the reunion's not
till next week.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, yeah. Everything Carly said, and we'll talk to you later.
See you later.
Bye.